Hey everyone, Steve Leslie here from the Promo Minds podcast, and this is kind of a spur of the moment thing, and it's something that I noticed. There was a pool company down in Windsor that shared something on their Instagram about the Windsor Police, Windsor, Ontario, have issued warnings on contractor fraud, and I just wanted to bring to your attention here. This is one of the things that had happened in Windsor was there was a pool installer that was charged. Here it is. After he allegedly took $30,000 for an installation, but never showed up to do the work. This was from December 28th, 2023. And so why that's significant is because this is something that I've really discovered in the last couple months, I guess, just talking with different contractors, pool installers, landscapers. One commonality across the nation, one commonality that I've found is everyone seems to have some sort of horror story, meaning that the reputable companies that are still around are having to go back and fix all these problems. So what happened was when the pandemic hit in 2020, there was such the amount of money going into people's backyards was enormous, and actually the construction industry in general was flourishing. And because of that, there were a lot of people that got into the business or into the industry, and either they didn't know what they were doing, or they did and they had I guess malicious intent. And so I thought one of the ways that we can combat that is to provide a space for contractors to, just the contractors that are trusted experts, the ones that know what they're doing, they've been doing it for years, to allow them to come on to the Promo Minds podcast and just share their expertise, talk about how long they've been in the business, stories that they have to share, projects that they've been on. And in doing so, people, consumers, yourself, you can go on to YouTube, Spotify, Apple, you can look up your contractor. So when you're going to the home shows and you're talking to different contractors, and then you want to do your online research, because most people, over 60%, I'd say probably over 80% by now, want to do some form of online research before they even consider reaching out to a company. And over 73% of all consumers, I believe that one's over 82% now, prefer to learn from short form video. So in order to help combat everything that has gone on, like, it's not just this. There's if you bear with me for a second, stop that. I'll pull up more. I have a few that are just Sudbury Pool Company owner facing another fraud charge, right? And this is from CTV. So look at this, $60,000, right? What else we got? Here's one from London, Ontario. Families say they forked out thousands of dollars to fix problems caused by pool installer. This is from 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago now. $80,000. And why? Because people were desperate. It was like shooting fish in a barrel, right? They were calling up, can you actually put a pool in this year? Yes. Okay, here's my money. No vetting, no nothing. This is another big one. This is from the Barrie area. Another CTV article. This is Summerland Pools. Look at this. Customers have been trying to right a wrong, saying they paid more than $505,000 to a company with nothing to show for it. So I guess I bring this up because the biggest main reason why I started the Meet the Contractor series on the Promo Minds podcast, we're just getting into it. I've done a lot of interviews, and in the next couple months, they'll all be coming out on the Promo Minds podcast. I've tried to interview different pool installers and landscapers from different parts of Canada, trying to space it out so that people can get notified and they can do some research. And this is what you want to do. You want to ask them, how long have you been in the industry? When did you get started? Who did you work for initially? Because a lot of these guys, they worked under someone for a few years to many years, right? Ask for different referrals. So past customers of theirs, so you can reach out to them. Actually, I have a great podcast coming up in the next couple weeks with Adam Pink from Creative Pools. He's down in the Hamilton, Ancaster region, and we discuss this. He goes over some of the questions that you should be asking, how to vet your contractor. And the reason is so you don't get left in the dust, paying sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars and having nothing to show for it. Or you pay that amount and you have to pay that all over again to get an expert to come in and fix it. So be sure to tune in to the Promo Minds podcast over the next couple months and do some research. Listen in, because we talk about, I bring on trusted experts and you can get a feel for them and you can tell if someone is shady. So we're going to be discussing different questions you can ask contractors, get a feel for just listening to it. Listen to the questions that I'm asking, and it'll go a long way. So I think that's the biggest thing for the industry in 2024 is that trust factor. So contractors, trusted experts out there, if this is the year, you can't be afraid to get in front of a camera. And if you want the opportunity to be on the Meet Your Contractor series, then reach out, send an email to promominds@gmail.com. That's promominds@gmail.com. Send me a DM and we can have a little chat and see if you're a good fit for the show. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little, kind of spur of the moment episode, I guess, if you want to call it that. And be sure to tune into the Promo Minds podcast every Thursday. I might even start dropping some episodes on Mondays too. So be sure to tune into that. Go to wherever you get your podcasts from, even on YouTube, subscribe, and you will never miss an episode of the Promo Minds podcast. I'm your host, Steve Leslie. And until next time, take care.